everybody, and welcome back to episode 23 of the pre-production meeting. I am your co-host, Josh Urquhart.
And as always, he's joined by Austin Scott.
Austin, welcome back to the studio, my friend. It is good to be back in this beautiful place. We have not been fucked around this week, thank goodness. But how are you this week, my friend?
I'm good. Some things are in motion that I'm happy about, which I'll get into in the progress. But, you know, things kind of were dormant for a little bit. Yeah. But, you know, things are moving now. Mm-hmm. Things have happened that I'm happy about. Get all into it in the progress, but things have been good. What about yourself?
You kind of expect that in post-production, you know, because you're relying on a lot of people. You know, half the work for directors and stuff come in pre-production.
Yes.
You know, and on production. Post-production is kind of out of your hands. You got to entrust it, you know, with other people. And before even I start talking about mine, how are you finding that? Like entrusting, I know we've had to entrust a lot of people to a lot of different things. How are you finding that having, you know, relying on other people to get the work done in post-production? Be honest.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, I'm a very, like, as you know, kickback person. Like, I don't chase things when I should and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm always about, you know, let's get to it when we get to it kind of thing. But, like, at the same time, there's give and take. And, like, the people that are working on things now, they know that. So, you know, I respect them. They respect me. It's fine. Like, everything's good and stuff like that. And in terms of, like, leaving it in someone else's hands, it's kind of like, I said it way back in pre-production when things, like I was doing stuff, but then things that I was doing were then out of my hands. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. Like I felt like I wasn't contributing. So now I'm back in that boat. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, it's beyond my control to a degree, but I'm handling it quite well. That's good. You know, I'm staying positive about it all. It's,
did you say you're staying positive?
This guy's going to make a great father one day. Great father. But no, I'm handling it quite well. You know, things are moving now. Some important meetings are about to happen. Man, so
you've told me some exciting stuff this week.
So we'll get into it for you lovely people in the progress. But yeah, it's all going quite well.
That's good, man. I'm glad. And you know
that script.
Yeah.
What about yourself? How's your
week? Friend?
2 weeks, I should say.
Yeah, that's right. 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yep.
Like,
I'm keen to hear about it.
Much stuff, and I think, you know, there will be quite a bit of exciting juice to hear in the progress. Juice. So hope you guys stick around, because how this is going to go, as per usual, this podcast is following myself and Austin's journey throughout the conception and execution of our next two films. Austin's currently in post-production of his. I'm still in pre-production of mine.
I'm in like a weird phase. It's like post-pre.
Yeah, pre-post. Pre-post production.
Yeah.
It's exciting though. It's exciting nonetheless. And you know, it's I forgot my train of thought. I lost my train of thought.
No, you were saying that our journey is this podcast.
Yes, yeah. And how this is going to go today, as per usual, you know, have a little chat before we get into the wrap up of the week, where we talk about things that we've seen, some recommendations, and then we'll get into the progress, and then we have a little discussion that you guys might want to stick around for at the end.
I'm keen to get into it.
I am keen as well, you know.
Because I have some, I think you'll be quite excited to hear things I have to say.
I think so too, from our little conversation, what we're going to talk about. So stick around for it. But yeah, dude, my week this week has been, my last 2 weeks have been crazy busy, and, you know, I think I'm handling it quite well. So good. I'm not being burnt out or anything. I'm still having time to just relax and stuff. My mind is racing 24/7 just because it's so exciting and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's not like I'm not handling the work
100%.
Right. You know, I'm keeping mentally sane, mentally healthy. You know, I'm seeing my therapist to keep me, you know, just mentally strong. I'm working out to keep myself physically strong. And I feel like, you know, especially in this industry when things are moving 1,000 miles an hour, you got to be, you know, keeping yourself fit and healthy mentally and physically. So I think I'm doing that. I know you're doing that as well. And, you know, I think, you know, you said I was going to be a good father, but I'm pretty sure you are going to be a father soon.
Let's just, just quick, let's bring those down. Me and my girlfriend, we have taken the next step in our relationship, and we have bought ourselves a little puppy.
Wow. Where's the applause? Come on, give the applause.
I could fuck this up.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we go.
So what that
the crowd love it.
It's been a while in the making. Ever since we moved out.
While in the making.
Is that the right terminology? Yeah, let's just say it. We say things here on the podcast. Don't know if it makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. for the longest time since Beth and I moved out,
Yep.
we have wanted a puppy. A little golden retriever.
Oh my God, stop. I fucking love golden retrievers, man.
So we've wanted a golden retriever for the longest time, but when we moved out into a granny flat, the landlords didn't allow dogs because their dog was quite aggressive and then to disrupt the peace, and then it just wouldn't be a peaceful household. So we were like, let's wait till we move out. We then bought our apartment, and we made sure it was dog friendly, and so we wanted to be in a position where we could get a puppy, and things have just worked out. And we pick up little Lenny this week.
Little Lenny.
Very excited to bring him to his forever home.
Shut the fuck up, bro. That is...
Oh, my fucking hamstring. Something just happened.
It's karma, bro. Don't ever make that. That's ridiculous, man.
Stain positive over here. Shut your mouth.
We're on fire, bro.
No. Keen to bring him home and just start living life alongside a little very little dude.
When are you thinking of getting him his first camera?
His first camera?
Yeah. You're gonna put him into that lane of life.
Oh,
become a film.
Absolutely. There'll be a point in time where I'm gonna watch Air Bud with him. See if I can inspire some basketball dreams.
Maybe Marley and Me.
No. We're avoiding that. No. We're not
Dog's
doing
Life.
Is that even a movie?
You've never seen A Dog's Life?
Are you talking about Dog's Purpose?
Maybe.
Yeah. Bolt.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting to be a superhero. But no, me and Beth were really excited.
Underdog.
That's the one. DC Super League. What is it?
Yeah, Super Pets of League. No, Super Pets. DC League of Super Pets.
League of Super Pets. That's it. We got there eventually. But no, yeah. So we're really excited. He already has an Instagram. And
where can they find him?
Lenny and his Golden Adventures on Instagram.
Golden Retriever.
Yeah, we're just keen. We've prepped the absolute shit out of the apartment. He's got everything.
It's literally like a baby.
It literally is. Yeah. I just can't wait. So it's going to be fun.
Very excited, really my friend. Well, that's a nice little spiel we did there, and I think this podcast has got off to a cracking start. So let's get right into it, my friend. The fucking wrap up of the week. What are we saying, Osto?
Good. I'm getting my letterbox up. So while I do that, do you have anything you want to talk about?
I do. Look, I usually have time to watch films, and I will have more to talk about next week because I'm seeing Ant-Man tonight, and I know you're seeing it tomorrow. So next week we'll do a little spiel on Ant-Man, but I want to see. Oh my gosh! Guess what I'm seeing tomorrow night? Guess what has a fucking cinema release? I think I sent it.
Blood and Honey, baby.
Blood and Honey. How did that get a cinema release?
It's I think it's on the same shtick as Terrifier too.
I was thinking
it's got a limited
like a cult kind of following.
You'll have a bunch of people go there that are Die Hard slasher.
Die Hard Winnie the Pooh fans?
No, if you let me finish, you dickhead. Die Hard slasher gore, ridiculous horror film fans are going to pack these cinemas out. So that's what I reckon this release is targeting.
Imagine you got
Blood and Honey, man.
Imagine you got some diehard Winnie the Pooh fans that are coming along thinking it's just another one of the
Christopher Robin.
It's a sequel to Christopher Robin, and they come in and it's just fucking cute.
That Winnie the Pooh costume is horrifying,
mate. I'll tell you as well. So I'll get into this, but one of the interviews. So I interviewed a guy who's playing Sir Frederick Roy this week. And I was explaining the public domain, and some people already know what it is. And I was like, yeah, just like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. He's like, oh yeah, my friends were in that. What? How fucking random, eh?
What the fuck?
So, anyways, but yeah, I'm seeing that tomorrow. Seeing Ant-Man tonight. It's gonna be cracker up next week. So, tune in for that. But yeah, so I actually literally haven't had any time to sit down and watch a movie this week. I think I said last time that I finished Ted Lasso. That was incredible. And but I did start the new season of You.
Ah, yes.
Have you seen it?
I haven't yet.
It's good, man.
Yeah, it's
good. It's It's very different from the other season. I've only seen one episode because I'm watching it with my mate, and it's different. It's got a different structure to it. It's not your typical story. I mean, from the first episode, it's not really giving much away, but it's turning into a bit of a whodunit.
I swear.
Yeah.
So they're going at it at a different angle.
They're going at it a different, which I think you have to change it up after two seasons.
Yeah, because they're doing part one.
Yeah,
like however many episodes they released, and then a second part later on.
They released 5 episodes. And I think they're releasing the next 5 next month.
Yes.
But yeah, no, dude, really good.
Yep,
really good. And I've seen mixed reactions about it, but I think I loved it. I love that series. I know it's like I don't love what the character's doing, but I think it's fucking entertainment.
100%.
The first 2 seasons, I've never felt as much anxiety, like proper anxiety of watching a show or movie ever than I have by watching the first 2 seasons.
Right.
Actually, no, that's wrong. Euphoria.
I was going to say Euphoria.
Pretty bad. And I actually couldn't finish Euphoria because I was so like anxiety driving. But it's pretty good, man. And then, like I said, we're continuing to watch The Flight Attendant with Kaylee Cuoco.
I need to start that. That's on binge.
That's on binge. Yes, yeah. So that's pretty good. The Last of Us. The new episode of Last of Us. You saw it? Liked it?
Loved it.
Where does it rank for you with the Last of Us episodes?
I want to say it's probably my second favorite of the 5.
Yeah, I agree. What's your first?
1.
Really?
Episode 1.
Okay.
Episode 1. Just because of the pivotal moments from the game that it hit,
Sure,
and the like redos that it did.
How many episodes have there been now? 5?
In a 9 episode series, there's 5. And the thing is, Lockie said it perfectly in the group chat. The way they're laying things down for this, I'm just so keen for this second season. Like, I don't think you understand how keen I am for this second season. Obviously, you haven't played the games.
No, I have no idea what even happens.
Anyone who has played the second game knows the storyline.
Yeah.
And I know that me and Lockie, well, I say me and Lockie broke it down the second season, but I can't remember. But I just remember talking to him about it all the time. Second game, and I'm just keen for the next.
Like I said, bro, I'm kind of scared because I don't know what happens at the end of this. But I've been doing a little research, and I wasn't going to say this. Actually, I'm still not going to say it because I don't want to spoil it. But like, man, I'm not seeing Joel in any like material for season 2. Like when they tease season 2, I'm like, he's not on the cover, so I'm like, man, they better not fucking do anything to him by the end of the season. I swear to God, if this man Pedro Pascal is not in season 2, I'm fucking rioting.
This podcast I listen to, the way they talk about Joel, they're like, he is a man's man. And the
Joel?
best, Joel.
Oh yeah.
The way they broke down that episode where spoilers for this episode. No, actually, I'll beat around the bush. That episode where a certain character has to light a lighter but can't make a fuss, otherwise it's going to alert the other zombies.
No.
Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about.
I?
Yeah, I think it was episode 2. And
the lighter.
She's struggling to light the lighter to blow up the place.
Oh, Tess. Sorry.
Yeah. I was beating around the bush, but there you go.
Yeah.
And then the way they said, like, when Tess starts freaking out saying, you have to go. And then Joel's like, I'm not fucking leaving you. And then she's like, you have to go. And then Ellie's like, she's infected.
Okay, yeah.
And the thing was, the way that this podcast described it, they were like, the way that he just stands there, takes like 3 deep breaths and then just grabs Ellie and dips.
Yeah.
Like, that's a man. That's a man's man. And then the thing is like in a situation like that, you wouldn't know what to do. But the way he just went 3 deep breaths. Yep, she's infected. Can't help her. Never going to see her again. Yeah. I'm leaving.
Bro, he's a silver fox as well. Look at his hair. He's a sexy man. He's a daddy. The internet's been going crazy over Pedro Pascal.
Mandalorian, baby.
Yeah, I saw a thing. It was like by the year 2075, Pedro Pascal is going to be in every TV show and movie that will be out, and he's on fire at the moment.
Oh, he's a great actor.
He's on fire.
So
I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I think for me, it goes episode 3 was the best. With Bill and Bill and Frank. That was 3 is number 1. The one that just passed, close number 2. So it goes 3, 5. I forgot what was 4 about.
4 was them in Kansas City. They had to take a detour through Kansas City because that tunnel was blocked, and that's where we met the Resistance.
Okay, yeah, that was probably the weakest one for me. So 3, 5, 2, 1, and 1. So 3, 5, 1, 2, 4.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's my thing at the moment.
Very
and
nice.
I was thinking, because I just got Hogwarts Legacy, right?
Oh,
and I pre-ordered it like at the start of 2022, and it's just come out now.
Yeah.
So I got a message and I was like, yeah, pick it up. So I picked it up and started playing it, and oh my god, it's crazy. I've only played like fucking 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, imagine like the games that we are playing now, like them adapting Hogwarts Legacy into a show later on and stuff. Like I'm playing this and kind of now playing like thinking about how they would do this for a show for a future season.
Could be the way of the future, man.
It could be, and
Could be.
I think they're going down. I don't know what they're doing in Uncharted 2. I mean, that made quite a bit of money, but man, if they start making game shows like The Last of Us, I think we're for a pretty good run.
I think so too.
Forward.
I think so too.
But yeah, man, that's literally that's all I've had time for this week.
Oh, there you go.
But like I said, I'll have more to talk about. How about you? What have you seen?
I have actually watched quite a bit, just because the last time we were on, I didn't really have time because of my overnight shifts. And so this time, when I've had the time to, I've sat down and I've watched something. But I mentioned it last time on the podcast with Dan that I started a series called The Recruit.
Yep.
And bro, I couldn't turn it off. I smashed through that.
Noah Santiano.
Noah Santiano. That was a really good season. A second one is coming out, which I'm keen for. But like, I think it's a bit of an acquired taste. Like I said in the group chat, you might have to forgive some of the supporting cast acting and some cheesiness. Once you get past that, it's a great show.
Okay.
Like it takes you into that like espionage.
You love that
world of spies and shit like that.
Keep talking. I remember something I was going to tell you, but yeah.
So yeah, I watched The Recruit and I loved that.
Yeah.
What did I start? Oh, I don't know if I said it, but I finished Kaleidoscope.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't even want to get into it. You like watched it and it was so shit.
Yeah, the thing is I didn't like it. And then like things played out and I was like, you know what? It does work. Like I liked it. It was good.
What was your order?
Oh, no clue. Can't remember.
Yeah.
I listed it in the group chat, but I'm not going to go find it.
Did you just random? You didn't do like...
No, because the thing is Netflix randomizes it for you.
Really?
Yeah. Netflix will give you this different order.
Yeah.
But then you think, because at that same podcast I listened to, they were saying like, I'm not doing this random business. And they were like, well, Netflix does it for you. Because he was like, I'm just letting it say next episode and then I'm watching it in order. I'm not doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Netflix actually jumbles it up for you and makes you watch it in a different way for everyone. So
what do you give it out of 10? See, it's all fun and games until you have to give it a rating, eh?
Maybe like a 6.75.
Okay. That's very specific, bro.
Yeah, 6.75. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Nice.
Finished Kaleidoscope, finished The Recruit. 2 series that I am very excited for that are coming out this week. Wait, is it this week or next?
I don't know.
Well, Drive to Survive, obviously.
Oh my
comes
goodness.
out this month.
Oh, I watched the Ferrari reveal last night.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched any launch. I'm waiting for the Mercedes one. I'm going to watch the Mercedes one.
Honestly, I was a bit disappointed. It looks exactly the fucking same.
Well, that's what they're all saying. Like all the cars look the same.
You know what? I've been the least impressed from. Actually, no. AlphaTauri's been that car was. Ferrari was second. The best car. Oh, and then no. Red Bull looks the same.
Aston Martin's the exact same as well.
It looks good though. Aston Martin's look good. The best one I would say that we've got is my favorite is Alfa Romeo. No, who's the one? Bottas is
Alfa Romeo. Yeah.
Oh, their car, bro. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Oh! Remind me to show you after this.
Done.
Insane.
I'm pretty sure Drive to Survive comes out this week.
Yeah.
But again, do you remember I brought up to you Make or Break, the surfing documentary one?
Yeah.
That comes out
Is that
Friday.
And that's made from the same people.
Same people did Drive to Survive.
And did you see they also did
Full Swing?
Yeah,
the golf.
They did tennis as well.
Yes, I watched the tennis one. Tennis one's
good.
Great.
See, the thing about this is like I don't know if I want to keep watching these because I will then get into so many sports, because if any of these series are like how Drive to Survive, like the effect that had on us, I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm gonna have no time. And the footy started back again this week, and it's good to see everybody back on screen. And how you feeling about your Roosters this year, mate?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
We have the potential. Like a lot of people are labeling us serious contenders for the trophy, which I was saying at the end of last year. I think we clicked at the right time, but we played a bit conservative. But I think we have a good chance this year. So I'm feeling pretty good about my Chooks.
I'm feeling good about the Tigers as well. Oh, mate, Appy Coruscant's our captain. You never know what's going to happen.
Appy's your captain already.
He's our captain, yeah. Yeah, Appy. Bro, we got Papali, Clemmer, Bateman. Like, it's a whole new squad, cuz.
But Luke Brooks.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Anyway, we'll get off the footy chat.
I was going to tell you. So, did you see Guy Ritchie's new movie that got announced today?
The Covenant?
No.
What? Another one?
Yeah. It's called...
Bro, this guy's turnaround is insane.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And guess who it's starring?
That sounds awesome already.
Henry Cavill, Alan Richardson, and Isa Gonzalez.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I'm not sure when that's gonna release.
Well, because I'm keen for the Covenant
with Jake Gyllenhaal.
And guess who else is in it?
Who?
Anthony Starr.
Oh, from The Boys.
Yep. No so I'm keen to see him.
I haven't seen him in anything other than The Boys.
Yeah, really. No. But yeah, so quick. We just got off topic there, real quick.
Yeah.
No, I'm keen for anything Guy Ritchie does. But
perfect.
Yeah. So they're the series I've watched. Keen for, and then I watched. Let me just get this up real quick.
And you are seeing Ant-Man tomorrow, yeah?
Yes, I am seeing Ant-Man tomorrow. But I watched, since the last time we spoke, you brought up Rambo Last Blood. But since then, I watched Transformers The Last Night, Where the Crawdads
I watched
Sing.
that at work the other day.
Transformers?
Because we're getting all the Transformers. We have to watch them for Paramount Plus.
Gotcha. Transformers The Last Night. I actually liked it.
Yeah, I did as well.
Where the Crawdads Sing. Phenomenal. The Black Phone. Let me tell you. I
was meaning to watch that for so long, and I never watched it.
Do you want me to give you my thoughts on it? Or do you want
it? Yeah, of course.
It's probably the least scariest horror film ever made.
Okay.
And it's a bit just...
on the nose. Yeah, okay. Ethan Hawke. Really? What did you give it?
1.5 stars.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. There's you can see the creative flair because it's by Scott Derrickson, so you expect...
Yeah, who did
Sinister.
Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange.
Did he?
Yes.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah, he did the first one. But
and he was going to do the second one, but then he got...
Yeah.
Off.
So I was expecting him to come out with a banger, but it was like... Anyway, glad I missed it in the cinema and waited for Netflix. But then I watched...
It's on Netflix?
Yes. I watched Troll. Have you heard of Troll?
No, but I saw you did that.
Yes. So Troll is
I saw you did that. I'm like, where the fuck does he come across these movies, bro?
That's on Netflix as well.
Do you just see it and you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? That's kind of like my attitude when I watch stuff sometimes.
Respect, bro. Respect.
But no, so I saw people were logging Troll on Letterboxd, so I was like, I'll watch it. And then, watched it. It's just a Norwegian Godzilla.
I fucking knew it was some weird shit like that.
But it's obviously a troll. But the thing is, I appreciated it because obviously Norway have this legend.
So it's like based off folklore and stuff.
Exactly right. So and then people are like, it's just a Norwegian Godzilla. I'm like, just let them have it.
Yeah, right.
Let them have it. They have this to play with. Why would they not do it?
Yeah.
And then the thing is it was hitting all the right beats and stuff like that. And you're like, all right, cool. This kind of has potential.
Yeah.
But then you get into the reveal and you're kind of like, and then the things that happen, you're like, is this it? And then the way the film plays out, you're like, oh, that was kind of,
Yeah.
But still respectable that would be a smash hit in Norway probably. So,
they haven't made a film about Bigfoot yet, have they?
Not that I know of.
Godzilla and shit. Because you were talking about folklore, man, maybe that's an idea. Nobody has made a proper movie about Bigfoot, a horror movie about Bigfoot or Yowies. Isn't that the Australian version of it?
Yeah. But so that's that. And that's essentially my wrap up.
That's my wrap up as well. So.
Yeah,
perfect.
Take what you will with our recommendations and stuff.
You go. And go watch Troll. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're Norwegian, might be a good perspective to get on.
Exactly right. So that's the wrap up, baby.
It is time, I think.
It is time
for the progress.
For the progression.
I have a lot, but you go first.
Okay, I reckon you'll take up most of this.
I will take up a lot of the.
I'll just go over the little things that I've got done.
Yeah, cool. Talk to me, bro.
So obviously this is the pre-production meeting about all things journey-wise in terms of our next films and stuff we do. Bless.
Sorry.
So first things first, Stain.
Just farted at the same time as I sneezed. Sorry, continue.
So the progress with Stain was call was had with the lovely, talented cinematographer Teague. He now has the storyboards that were drawn up by our also lovely animated, our
English
talented animator Jeffrey. So
no.
Oh, you better get that out.
Yeah.
So yeah, Teague has the storyboards and he's going off that to make a style guide for the animation sequence, and him and I are going to jump on a call when our schedules line up to go over like revise the storyboards and get things rolling that way, and then give it back to the animator and be like, this is what we want.
Yep.
So that's that. Also, in terms of the whole animation process, still trying to find a team to jump on board.
Yeah, because people just don't get back to us.
Exactly. So the what I alluded to before at the start of this episode was an important meeting is about to be had. I gave the head of film and television at JMC Academy a call, just so I could just get him one-on-one and just be like, let's
because we've emailed them before.
Yeah, and it just doesn't get past.
So
I thought I'm just going to go directly to the source and called him, and we organised a meeting on a sit-down meeting face-to-face on Friday at JMC Academy with the head of animation as well.
Cool.
And we are going to go over this animation process as a whole.
That's amazing.
And really hope that we get some
people on board.
People on board from the animation department at JMC. So that
great
is
time. Yep.
Awesome. I'm excited because the ball needs to be rolling because we need to
get going.
Organize all this stuff.
Animation
so then this
has
animation
to start by April.
Because it's going to be a long process.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
the quicker it gets started, like the quicker the film can get made.
Yeah.
So
how's the editing process?
So the editing process is going well. I had a call with Lockie the other day.
Okay.
We also went over, we made a whole bunch of notes.
Good.
He's been working on those notes. He's been sending me things to get the ball rolling, but we have run into a little hurdle. So
continuity?
Not kind of, but at the same time, not really.
Okay.
So we're kind of working around. So on the day, Cooper was it's not Cooper's fault. It's pretty much my fault as well. I didn't see it, but Cooper's not to blame for this at all. So Cooper, if you're listening, I'm not having a go.
It's the sink, right?
It's the sink.
Yeah, you told me about that.
It was washing up in the right, but we turned the light on in the left.
You know whose fault that is? I talked to him the other day about it as well. Because I caught up with him and I'm like, Jaden.
But anyway, so and I was like, how can we work around that? And then I think we're going to workshop that and see how we can come up with it. But
that's the least of your problems, man.
That'll come out in the wash.
That's a VFX problem. Like,
yeah.
You just got to get the story together.
Exactly right. And our next sort of hurdle that we hit was when we are portraying to the audience that we're going into an animated world. Lockie pitched the idea to me, which I love, and I think we're going to go with, is getting like a Rick and Morty-esque portal on like the shot we have of looking down on the sink, sort of like popping up in purple, obviously, like to simulate the light.
Yeah.
So then that simulates that it's like a animated world that he's going into, because if we just go from live action flash to animation.
I told you that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we go from live action to animation, it's like, why is it animated? So if we do kind of like an animated portal, sort of Looney Tunes-esque,
I'm literally
Space Jam.
I don't know if this is what you're thinking, right? So you can have that portal on two things. So you know what you could fucking do? Here's an idea to workshop around this. Go into VFX, but I can do this for you. Make both sinks light up.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't look like one's just like both sinks can light up.
I said that to
right?
Lucky, yeah.
I can do that for you, right? And then literally, so you have that shot, right? Oh, no, you don't have a shot. I don't think you have a shot like this. I'm like, if you had a shot of Cooper looking into the sink with the camera here and Cooper's looking down, right? You could and it's like Cooper looking. You could even do this as a pickup, right? You have Cooper looking over the sink, right? You can put a VFX layer, almost like a filter, and have it like bubbling or whatever. And as he's looking down, you can have. I don't know if this is making sense. All right.
No, it is.
Here's the camera. Here's Cooper. Right. In VFX, you add a layer here of like purpleness, and as he's looking over, you see that start to appear.
Yeah.
And it's like, not only do you have that shot from behind of the portal opening up on the sink, you also have him looking into the sink and the portal kind of acting as a layer over the, like as a filter almost. And that can then, from there, it would be an easy transition to the animated world because you understand that he's looking into this portal kind of thing. If that makes sense.
It does, because that can also feed into the transition that I have planned for. So you have that portal. However that's going to look, it's going to look cool. Yep. And then when he goes into said portal, I want to have sort of like a VFX shot of like, and then in ADR, I'm going to get Cooper to sort of simulate like screaming as he's falling through and just having like weird shit around, like just colors and stuff as he's falling. And then literally before he hits the ground, just like a glimpse of sand. Like,
are you gonna get him to do a superhero landing?
No, because the animation starts with him flat on his face, and we're all going like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So just before he gets through, and then like the portal, like we cut to black, like but we catch a glimpse of what he's just about to hit, and then we come back, and then just picture you have that like ringing sound. He's all delirious. He gets up, and he's like, "Oh, like what? What's going on?" So that's how I kind of have it planned. The best way to put that into perspective, and I want to show you this, is I was talking to Teague about it.
Show me. And another thing with JMC, when we're pitching it to them, right? So I reckon, like we said, we just be completely open and honest and be like, look, we don't know anything about this world, but we have a lead animator, right?
Yes.
We need to know what, like, look, I reckon we pitch it, look, this can be like a co-production with JMC and stuff like that. Like, you can get your name on it. Like, JMC can, like, you know how they did with the album Majors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like this can be like a co-production with you guys, like whatever. And you just provide us, and you take reins of the animation side. We've got everything we need for you. We got this, and this. You tell us what's going to happen, keep us in the loop, and get going.
Yeah.
And they got so many people. Hopefully, we can even get this done by the end of the year. Have a premiere by
exactly. So this is the kind of like.
That's exactly what
from Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
I'm not going for like the control, but literally this part right there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's kind of like what I want to go down into the animation world.
Of course.
And then, so then that's how the animation is going to kick off. So, just the ball is officially going to start rolling after this meeting on Friday.
Okay.
However it goes on the animation process. So that's good.
Okay. Choreography?
But choreography, still dormant at the moment.
I reckon just fuck it and do it in your backyard.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of not
sort it.
So,
I reckon literally call it. That's it.
Yeah.
Get Cooper to come over a day in yours, on that day, or you can even come over to mine. You come to me, you do the choreography with Teague in the backyard.
Yep.
And on that day, you could get that pickup shot as well.
Yeah, 100%. And then in terms, just to wrap up my progress, I have been obsessed with structuring the animation process, right. Like a proper story.
Yep.
So you have your setup, your confrontation, your plot twist, your resolution, and sprinkling little things throughout it. So I looked at the animation process, the progress sequence, and I just went, all right, how do I make this a story? So I was looking up story structures, all that kind of stuff. It's going to follow the simple 3-act structure, but with that save the cat-esque to it. And then I was like, what do I have that resembles the save the cat structure?
What is the save the cat structure for the people that don't know?
How do I explain the save the cat structure?
It's a way that we structure short films.
Yes.
It has different key beats that we have to follow.
Yes.
And if you're following a 3-act structure in a film, you're basically hitting these points. And they're the same for every film. You can sort every film into these little key points. For example, what are some points? Do you remember?
You've got the opening world. That's the start. The start is like you introduce your character to the world, and this is the world they live in. Then you show them the catalyst, which is the inciting incident that pulls them out of the world and into the upside down. And
sometimes you have a refusal of call,
which is the debate.
Yes.
The debate in the Save the Cat is them trying to get back to their comfort in their world, but they can't. Like,
or is refusal of the call maybe that's hero's journey, where the hero of the story kind of goes, I don't know if I should do this.
Yeah.
And then something happens, they're like, okay, I'm ready for the journey now.
Exactly right. So then, I put that into the animation sequence as well. But then you have the debate, and then once they realize there's no way out of thing except facing the catalyst, then the story plays out from there.
I think it's really cool.
It
how
is.
You're doing the Save the Cat not only as an overall structure, but in the animation itself. You have like 2 Save the Cats going on. Well, I don't know if you've done Save the Cat for the other bit, but you're treating the animation almost as its own story.
That's exactly what my plan is with it. So I looked at the dialogue, I thought that needs redoing. I looked at the action and I was like, that needs redoing as well. So I just sat down and I rewrote. Well, I didn't rewrite, I just edited it and was really happy with the end of it, and something that I will thank Tracy and Cooper for. They both read it. I sent it to Tracy and said, like, let me know your thoughts. They said, masterpiece. So
Really?
I was like,
yeah, good stuff.
So appreciate you guys more than you know, so thank you. And so the thing is, I have a good feeling about it. And yeah, I really wanted to like sort of have a story play out inside the animation sequence. And yeah, I think it's pretty good and it has the potential to be really special. So I'm really happy with it and I'm keen to get this whole animation process underway.
And I think everything will count on how this meeting goes on Friday.
Exactly. So yeah, ball's officially rolling.
What I do need you though, I need you to sort out a day with Cooper and Tracy by the end of the month. I'm calling it now. We're not doing choreography with you, mate.
Done.
All right. Figure out a day. Tell me. We can do it at mine. Because I don't think... Do you have a space at yours that you could do?
Not really.
We'll do it at mine then. And then that means on the same day we can also get that pickup shot.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cool.
Alrighty.
And that means if T comes along, he can bring one of those LED bulbs and have that as the purple already. And then we can add a layer of like Rick and Morty-esque thing over. Run that by him, but I think that's the way that we can go.
100%. All right, cool. No worries. That can be organised.
By the end of Feb.
By the end of Feb. Okay.
Which we only have a couple of weeks.
See what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, that's my progress. So I'll have more to report after this meeting on Friday.
Perfect.
But now for the juicy juice.
Yes, the juicy juice.
This is 2 weeks worth of progress on Joshua's film, The Magic Man.
Which we still haven't given him the title for.
Which we're not going to until it's time.
In 2 weeks.
Does that mean we're going to do like an episode like you did for Stain? So I'll be interviewing you.
Yeah. Come up with it.
Are we going to get an actor in? Or
I reckon we could.
Let's see. Well, we'll plan that. So,
all right. Oh man, I'm excited.
No. I'm excited. I want fill me in because the thing was, and I'll get.
Let's
I
do
don't want
it.
to cut you off, but Josh sent me a couple of pictures, and the thing is, the thing I like seeing is that like. I love the process. Mm-hmm. So,
wait, which pictures are you talking about that I sent you? Like the pictures or the pictures?
What do you mean the pictures?
You know,
like the locations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering pictures. What the fuck you meant.
Well, you didn't get those pictures? I didn't send.
You haven't
who the fuck did I send them to?
You've only sent me.
Oh, so you didn't get the pictures?
No.
Oh no, who did I send it to then?
Not me.
I'm joking.
No, so the thing is, I love the process and I just love seeing people close to me doing well. And the thing is, like, seeing you and Lexi in those locations and just knowing that you spent a whole day grinding, working, traveling, having a great time, like, I was super chuffed. I was like, good, like, this is awesome. I can't wait to see this come to life because I know how special it's going to be.
Thanks, bro.
So seeing the locations and stuff, I was just like, I can see it. I can't wait to see the set. I can't wait to see the like time period. It's literally, I've said this from the start when I think we were talking about Bad Beat when like Lexi's film was set back a day, and it's literally like a time travel. Like as soon as you step on the other side of the camera, you're in another world. So I just can't wait to see. Like
it's gonna be
behind the camera, modern day dressed people, and then in front, another era. So these locations that you've got, that you showed me, I just can't wait to hear what's like locked in. Like it's just exciting. So please, the floor is yours.
I think it still baffles me just how big this is going to be.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what excites me the most about it. Like it's unlike anything that I've ever done so far, and the shit that's happened these past 2 weeks have been insane. So let's start from the cast.
Yes.
All the cast is locked in.
There we go, baby.
All the cast is locked in. I've been having meetings with all of them. I've met most of them except 2. I locked in the villain as well. He actually applied for another role, and I invited him to apply for the villain, but I don't think he saw it. So then when I re-put another listing out, he applied for the villain again, got him to send a self-tape straight away. Just like that. It was perfect.
Wait, so I don't think I know who the villain is.
I haven't showed you, no.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's very good. I have a meeting with him tomorrow. Will's been moving houses and stuff like that, so he hasn't been able to get me his self-tape yet, but it's Will. So he's going to smash it. So.
You know what? The thing is, you say Will, and I'm going to try to write him into a role in my next film. Something that suits him. Something that suits him. So, yeah.
He's fantastic. And, so the cast is all locked in. And, I've been saying this to everybody, like, not only is this, like, the most talented bunch of people that I've ever worked with, but they're all good people.
Oh, bless. That's good.
And I think that's what, you can be not talented but a good person, and that will get you further if you're talented and not a good person.
Exactly right.
I'm super excited, man. I've been so lucky with the amount of talent that I've got. I had hundreds of applicants, and nailing it down has been one of the most, amazing, most rewarding times of my life. I love the audition process. It's seeing your work come to life for the first time is just like, it's unlike anything, and so rewarding and so surreal, and it never gets old. And this 100%. Is what I was telling all the actors when I was talking to them this week. And I've had amazing meetings. So we've locked in everybody. I have one more meeting to go to, if you include Will. It's cool. Taha's in.
He is in.
Yeah, he's in as the prince. It's funny how we can say all these character names but still not give away the title.
Yeah.
The main actors, so the leads, Ginger James Bond. He's such a cool guy. He's Sir Frederick Roy.
Oh, sorry.
So he's such a cool guy, man. And like, I was pretty nervous talking to him and the guy who's playing the Magic Man, right? Just because they're the two leads. And
did you have a meeting together?
Nah, but separate. And I showed them both the thing that I put together, like the edited. Did I show you that?
Yeah.
And they both loved it, and they're both super keen. And everybody on this set, like all the whole cast is super keen. And,
oh, good.
Everybody's so nice so far. And there's no dicks. The only thing, I was a bit intimidated talking to the guy who's playing the Magic Man because he's a bit older.
So he's the wise head, like.
Yeah, and I was
been around the block,
and he only responds to me with like one-word responses. I'm like, star now. I'm like, shit. Anyway, so I got the meeting with him, and he's super nice, and I was just so nervous to talk to him, and offered him the role, and he's probably got the most experience out of everybody as well.
Yeah, right.
And, I was like, it was really cool. Like, I was basically just information loading on all of them, just letting them know everything, getting all the information, telling them about how I came up with the concept and stuff, and they were all really cool. And I think my passion showed in these meetings because they would email back saying thank you, and like they're really excited. And hearing that people are really excited for it is, it's so cool, man. And especially this guy, the guy who's playing Sir Frederick. I don't know if I can say his name. I'll just say it. His name's Jared, right? And he's super cool. Like, super cool.
Is this the guy that was like acting without talking? Is that guy? That you showed me and Dan at your house.
Yeah, he plays Sir Frederick Roy. He's like with the eyes and stuff like that. And he's a super cool guy. Like, he's like us, and I know it's not going to sound like great, but he's just like, he swears like us, and I know that sounds weird, but like, it's just comfortable. Like he's just like, fits right in basically, and I don't have to try hard. And I was just like, when he was like talking like that, I could relax almost. Almost like I'm talking to a mate, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's the most important. And he emailed back because I sent them all the Bible and stuff, and he's like, that Bible is fucking incredible. He's like, that makes my Bible I'm doing for a TV show look like a... What did he say? Hold on. I'll get the email up right now. He's so funny, man. And, hold on. What did he say? He's like, that is one hell of a fucking pitch project Bible. Jesus Christ. The one I'm working on for a TV show I wrote is nothing but drunken scribbles on a crusty bar napkin that's been through the wash compared to this. And he actually knew Lexi as well.
Oh, I swear.
From Sasha's game. They didn't work on it together, but like he knew of Lexi. And
right.
Most people know of Lexi.
Yeah.
She's like a fucking mammoth in this industry.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been really cool. And like I've been telling them about, so when on the call, I tell them about 3 main gameplays. I tell them about Lexi, I tell them about James, and I tell them about Federico. Just kind of get a ball view on like everything. So yeah, that's going good with the actors. I'm meeting up with all of them in March, just separately on little coffee things to get to know each other. Hopefully around end of March, April, we'll have the table read. And then April and May rehearsing as well, with May being blocking and staging, April being mostly everybody getting to know each other and stuff like that. So that's actors out of the way. Locations. Me and Lexi went location wrecking, as you know. We got some fucking insane quotes, which was so stupid. But we went and visited Castlereagh Boutique Hotel for the ballroom. Insane.
Castlereagh, is that in Manly?
It's in the city.
Oh, I was going to say.
On Castlereagh Street. So,
yes, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, did you visit the castle that The Great Gatsby was filmed at?
No.
Because that's in Manly.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I thought that might have been the place you went to.
God, that would cost a bomb. Yeah, so we visited these locations, and the ballroom, man, I fell in love with it straight away. I'm like, there is no other option. I'm like, we are getting this. And I'm like, because number one, I can't find any more fucking ballrooms, bro. Like, this is perfect. Location-wise, like time period-wise.
Yep.
Perfect.
Nails it.
Yeah, nailed it. And we weren't sure where we're going to get, pardon me, the hallway from. So hallway kind of like a lobby thing. And it just turned out that in the same building, they had a perfect location for us.
Good. I was going to say, same location.
Like, same location for the ballroom. So we have the hallway, and we went away. We didn't lock in anything. Like, we were just there to have a look and kind of gauge whatever. The people that are showing us around is really nice. It's Sydney's second oldest skyscraper. It's like 96 years old, and like you've had people that have like heaps of famous people book that out to film in.
Flash do something.
That's good. The Flash, you say? No, we'll get they have people like Tame Impala and stuff like book it out to film music videos and like all these famous like people, and yeah, now they're getting good old me. That was really cool. Then we went from there to St. Andrews College, which has this big Hogwarts-looking exterior, which we're like, fuck, this is going to be perfect, right?
I think that's one you sent to me.
Yeah. Do you remember like the castle?
Let me get it up. You keep going.
Yeah. So, we had a look at that, and it was like, fuck, this is awesome. It was funny because Lexi got stuck in a car park, and there was a crash in a car park and couldn't get out. So to that, like, how do you crash in a car park? Anyways, it wasn't her, it was the people in front of her. But we got showed around the thing, the castle. Like, the exterior was great, interior wasn't so great. So we're like, okay, exterior, that works. So then from there, we went to Cropley House. Which is in Borkham Hills. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I thought so.
We went to Cropley House, which is in Borkham Hills, got shown around their balcony. Cool balcony. Not cool the price though, which we'll get to that. So that was our day. Jay was supposed to come with us just because he asked to come along, and because he loves looking at locations.
Yeah.
I got a message from him at 4 a.m. saying he whatever, he's super tired, he just got home, whatever. And then he got a call from him when he was supposed to be meeting me at mine. He's like, sorry bro, I slept in, can I meet you guys later?
Been there before. I was meant to go surfing with him one morning. I stayed out the front of his house at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and he didn't wake up. I know exactly how you feel.
No, fair enough. Like, whatever. Like
talking directly to you, Jay.
I saw him later that day anyway, just to fill him in, and we caught up for a little bit and before his work, because he had to work the day. I didn't really care. It was me and Lexi were going around anyway.
Yeah, I bet. So
it was really cool. Now it comes to the point where we're like, okay, these prices, locations. We have a $4,500 budget for locations. We were expecting most of the money to go towards the ballroom. We're expecting that to be around $3,500, and we had the balcony and stuff. So we needed to keep everything into that kind of budget. So we approximated maybe around $3,500 for the ballroom, which means we had $1,000 to play with for the exterior, whatever. I'm like, exterior of St. Andrews College, right? I'm like, we're not even using their stuff. Yeah, it might be like in a school, like whatever, like in school day or whatever, or even on the weekends. Like, surely it won't be that much. We've got quoted $3,000 for it. So we're like, yeah, sorry, mate. I can film out the fucking front of my house before I film outside of that for $3,000. We went to the balcony of this wedding venue at Cropley House. Great little balcony. $3,000. And we're like, sorry, mate. Like, we're filming a max of 3 hours. I'm not paying $1,000 an hour to use a fucking balcony I can make. Or, sorry, I'm not using a fucking exterior, which I can just use a fucking stock footage if I have to. I'm like, this is fucked. Anyway, so we're like, okay, what do we do now? Me, Lexi, and James all had a call as well, and we talked about how... Actually, no, I'll get to that after. We talked about locations and stuff, but yeah, we'll get to that. So then we started inquiring to these places and getting like the quotes back, which I was telling you. We heard back from the boutique hotel, which was our big one, Castle Ray, so the ballroom and the hallway. And we thought it might be a bit more because of the hallway, like the locations. Just as nice as the people were that showed us around was the price, which was fucking fantastic. We got quoted $3,000, just $3,000 for the ballroom for 2 days, as well as the hallway.
Oh, fuck yes.
So that is $500 less than what we even thought for 2 fucking locations, bro.
There's the dotted line. Let me sign that.
That's, I don't know if that's booked in yet, but that's in. So
Good.
we got it's not logistically in, but it's locked in. So we got that for 2 days, as well as the hallway lobby kind of foyer thing. So that leaves us with, we got to figure out the balcony, the exterior, and the desert. So desert wise, we were talking on the call, okay, what are we going to do? We're not going to Nelson's Bay, but if we still inquired about that. They want to charge us $1,000 to use the sand dunes, which, you know, I would pay $1,000 if it was fucking man-made, but it's not. It's natural. So I'm not paying $1,000 for sand.
Did you have to go through like an organisation for that?
Lexi did it. No idea.
Okay. Lexi?
Yeah. So I have no idea with that. Plus, we weren't going to Nelson's Bay. We thought we'd just like inquire and see how it is.
Yeah.
And should have seen James was so funny on the call. He's like trying to like ink at us to like, do gorilla, but didn't want to say. I'm like, James, are you suggesting we go gorilla? He's like, I'm not saying that, and Lexi's just there laughing. But yeah, I think the go is Cronulla. But me and Lexi have a date set up for March the 2nd where we're going to go scout out Cronulla. And then I was like, okay, we got to figure out this balcony. So we looked at other places, Airbnbs, like locations, and these places that want to charge us like $2-3 grand for a fucking balcony. I'm like, this is fucked. So I'm like, what do we do? Dad owns, well, his company like works with buildings around Sydney, so he has a bunch of buildings and stuff. I'm like, Dad, do you have like a terrace kind of balcony roof thing? He's like, yeah, I got a couple. And he sent me a couple photos, and one of them looks decent. One of them looks like it could work. So I'm actually going to check that out tomorrow, and if we get that, that's free. So we don't have to pay anything. Another thing for the exterior, I'm like, what is another workaround I could do? And I'm like, okay, what could pass? I was like, idea. Oak Hill, right? I've used them once before. They have a building called the De La Salle building. Oak Hill College campus. And I texted Alexia, I'm like, could this pass as like an exterior for like a late 1800s kind of thing? And she's like, fuck yeah, it could.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Yes. Yeah.
So I emailed them yesterday. Within 5 minutes, got an email back from the principal saying he's passing it on to the leadership team. Hopefully
how good when people get back to you straight away.
Dude, the principal of the school. And I'm like, bro, I opened it saying, like, you guys helped so much with my last film, like, to get all these awards. Like, it was because of you I could make my vision. I'm like, I have another proposition for you. And I CC'd my old art teacher in as well, which is cool. And so they're all helping to try and...
She
yep.
was at the premiere,
she was,
right?
yeah.
I remember that
so
was moving.
I want to keep her in the loop with everything because, like I said, in high school, you know, all the art department was like, film's not an art, and even though I'd keep doing film for every essay, and you know, and she was the one that kind of backed me, and she's one of the main reasons why I'm still doing what I'm doing, because if I wasn't able to do that, it's cool. So, and then
cool
she replied as well. She's like, thank you so much for keeping me in the loop. Like, hopefully now that I'm in this email chain, I can help make it work. I'm very proud of you. Like, we'll definitely catch up.
Bless.
And she's like, I want to come say g'day on the film set. So I was like, yeah, look, we only need like a max of 3 hours, and so that's looking promising and free. So hopefully that means that we can get a spare $1,500 from our already location budget to go somewhere else in the film.
Well done.
So that's what locations are looking like at the moment. Still yet to lock in most of them except the boutique hotel, which is locked in, which is the main one. Now we talked about with James and Alexa, we had a call about timing, what we're going to do for these days. It's looking like a 4-day shoot, right?
Okay.
So how this is looking is Is that downstairs?
It's downstairs.
Yeah. So how this is looking, we have the boutique hotel for 2 days, right? I think I think we might do that. I can't remember if it was first or last, but how this is looking. So this is all in the first week of June. We have 2 days, a break, and then 2 days. That's how my shoot's looking. So a break in the middle, which is good. Can't remember if we're starting with the boutique hotel or finishing with it, but on those 2 days, how it's going to work is on the first day of the boutique hotel, we are going to be doing. So we have all day, right? And we're going to be rehearsing for most of the day. And by the time I think it's like 7 o'clock or something when the sun sets in winter, we'll be shooting everything, right? Nice. But on the first day, we'll be shooting with all the extras, right? And this is to save on budget. On the second day, we're going to be shooting all the close-ups and all the parts that don't need the extras, which saves us on budget for catering for the next day. Because on that first day, there's going to be 70 plus people on set. So with
including
costumes,
crew?
Makeup, costumes, makeup, fucking food, everything, right? So James is like, let's do all the extras, all the wide shots, everything on the first day, right? Yep. Smash that out. Perfect idea, right? On the second day, half the day, we're going to do the hallway, right? For half the day, and then at night, because the hallway there's no natural light, so you can do it at any time of the day, right? Then at night, we'll do all the shots, all the close-ups and stuff like that, and where we'll only need a couple, extras. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Perfect. Also saves money on like production design and stuff like that.
Yeah, I bet.
So that's how we're looking, and then we'll have a break. And then we'll do, I think we're going to try to do the exterior and the balcony on the same day. There probably will have to be a production move, like on the day, where we'll have to do, say, Oki will come through and they're like, okay, we can do that in the morning. Then we move and we go to where we're doing the balcony scene and we do that at night because that has to be a night scene. And then we finish off. Or maybe we start with whatever. That day left over is the desert scene and we spent all day doing that.
Nice.
And James and we're talking about the desert. It's going to be logistically hard to do on the sand and stuff like that. So we're also looking for different alternative locations of possibly doing that. Maybe like a arid desert kind of, I don't know, place that we can possibly find around the place where there's not much sand and, we can make the most of the full day because it's going to be a long fucking day, right? There's a lot of shots.
One thing that I will suggest now, and this is just, it's
go.
not my story. Like I want you to
go me. Yeah.
Does it have to be on sand?
No, not at all.
Could you find like a location that's kind of remote?
That's what. That's what I mean.
I don't know. Like this is just, it's coming to my head now. Like a sort of like a bushland thing.
That's what James is like. Change it to a fucking bush. Change it to a forest. I'm like, James, you don't see many forests in Egypt, buddy.
True.
I'm like, it needs to look like Egypt, and that's like, I think worst comes to worst as well. I'm gonna just have to change the location.
Yeah.
To something.
I'm only saying this to you like for logistic reasons.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro, and like that's what we're thinking of as well. Also, I've taken out the horse and carriage from the script because budget reasons.
I bet.
And there's other two things how we're gonna do this. So we're going to transition from the first scene to the second scene, from Egypt to London through a match cut through the photo, which I always had plans. And
stapler
instead,
effect,
the stapler effect, you know it. And have him hold the photo up, right, match cut. Well, it's like in the guy's pocket in the desert, but then a match cuts to the photo in real time. And originally he was in the horse and carriage, but now I'm just going to get it holding up to the mansion, and then he pulls it down and you get a whole exterior of the mansion kind of thing. Or we do like what we're going to do originally in the shot list, and then we'll just CGI the horse and carriage in the background because it's only there for a couple of seconds, mask out the people in front. Maybe we'll do that. It really honestly depends on how much money that we raise, right?
I bet, yeah.
Timing-wise, what we're planning to do, crew. We've locked in all the crew.
Nice.
Pending Tessa with PD. I think she's still yet to read the script. Lauren is locked in for costumes. And
Griffiths?
Griffiths.
Nice.
So she's really excited for that. And she's like, 100%, I'm super keen. I love working with you guys as long as I don't have to sew every costume. And I'm like, unfortunately, Lauren, I'm going to get you to have to sew everything. And she actually took that seriously. She didn't pick up the sarcasm. She's like, oh, sorry, I won't be able to do it then. I'm like, Lauren, fucking kidding. Like, relax.
Come on, Lauren.
I know. So she's
she's good like that.
She is. So that's keen. We're good for that. I think I told you. So Jay's going to be doing a behind the scenes documentary.
Nice.
Of like the whole making of it on set. And I thought number one, I wanted this made. Like, I wanted to do a behind the scenes thing anyway. He'll be videoing, like, he'll be taking behind the scenes photos. But it also, I thought, and the reason why I wanted him to do it is because I wanted to spark a little creativity in him. And like, if he's putting this together exactly how he did, the friend zone, he can still put his own twist on it. He's making his own movie, basically. I'm like, hopefully this will spark something in him to get it. So that's what I had in my head as well. And
good.
Like,
that's good.
So
it's win-win. Helps
win-win.
you, helps him.
Bro, literally exact same. And yeah, I'm excited for that. So
good.
That's that. The whole crew, like I said, is locked in. And then I have, I'll tell you a couple of things that I have. Oh, we're filming the crowdfunding video next Thursday. And I was originally going to get, so some of the actors actually agreed to come along and help it. But I was thinking, I'm like, I'm pretty tight for time. Me, you and Lexi both have shit we got to do in the afternoon, night. So I'm like, I want to meet the extras the actors on another day. I don't want to feel like, I'm going to go back home today and redo this kind of, because I wrote a script for the crowdfunding video. It's like, the play on the 73 Vogue's, questions with Vogue. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool, but it goes for 9 minutes. I'm like, way too long. So I've got to cut it, number one. And I want to get the actors involved, but I don't know if I want to meet them this way. And then like without, I don't know. So I think I'm going to get them to do a video, and I'm going to try and merge that in somehow and still do the 73 questions.
Gotcha.
And just have me, Lexi, yourself, maybe I'll get Dan and ask a couple of the like crew members to come along and fill in those roles I was going to do. And like, because it's so close, it's next week as well that I'm going to film it. So yeah, we're doing
logistics play a part.
Logistics play a massive part of it. So that's that. Hold on, let me get up what else I have to do. Yes, I'm going to check out the balcony tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Crowdfunding, next week, and then the crowdfunding will kick off in March.
Nice.
Which would be cool. Table read, I want to also happen, I'm thinking either March or April. All coffee dates and shit will be happening in March, like me meeting everybody.
Very nice.
And yeah, man, that's everything. And then a couple things I still got to do. I got to figure out, so in the script, there's this Persian singer, and I was talking to Lexi how we're going to be able to do that. And she's like, you need a person that can already sing, and hopefully they have a song of their own that they can sing on set, and then we get them put an AirPod in or something, and they listen to it and mouth it as they're on set. And we will, I don't know whether we're going to play it over a speaker or something, and that's how we're going to do that, basically. And then we'll get them to, we'll just play it over. So I got to find a singer, basically, that can sing Persian. And then, and then I had a stunt that I was but like Will falls over, and I'm like, is that like a problem? And she's like, as long as he's comfortable with it, we don't need to do anything. So.
Gotcha, okay.
But yeah, that is everything.
A well-deserved applause from the crowd.
So
that is awesome effort, man. That is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that's a lot, but that's the thing. You got to stay busy. You've got to get all this shit sorted.
Yeah,
to make this a reality, and you're smashing it. Yeah,
thanks, bro. I think we're both smashing it. And another thing I wanted to bring up is Dan. So he came to us with his script.
Yes,
he's updated his script, and he's got a good one.
He does.
We're going to produce it, and I actually created a checklist for how things are going to go from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think did I send it to you?
I don't think so.
All right, so this is how things are looking at the moment. It's going to be a pretty tight squeeze, to be fair. So February, so all throughout this month, I wanted him to do all the pre-production creative shit. So screenplay, Dan, if you're listening, so screenplay is done. He's going to be logline synopsis, director statement, one-page outline, Bible, mood boards, Judith Weston, scene analysis, and character breakdowns.
All the fun stuff.
Yep. March will be all about budget and funding, casting, table reads, crew locked in, location records, and meeting with heads of department.
Yep.
Right. April will be, so I've set these into different things. So the first month is creative pre-production. March is logistic pre-production. April is finalization pre-production.
Mm-hmm.
April he'll be finalizing shooting schedule, shot list, storyboards, equipment hire, locations locked in, and finalize everything. And he wants to shoot in May.
I think he said he wants to shoot in May.
Yeah.
Granted that he goes to Europe.
He goes June? After my shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fingers crossed it all works out, but his isn't that big script. So we should be able to smash it out in 2 days.
Yeah.
But I will need your help
100%
to figure all this shit out. And I think, we get this done, bro. Not only are we helping Dan get his vision created, both me, you, Dan, everybody gets more experience, bro. More experience, more credits, everything. It's all about getting experience, networking, and, as many sets as we can get our hands on. Amazing.
That's all the better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm keen. I'm excited for literally everything that's happening. I was just thinking about it. I was like, 2023.
Fucking massive.
Years are long, but man, we're busy. So it'll probably be a quick year.
Yeah, bro. So we'll be super busy with Dan as well, and especially when my stuff is ramping up over these next couple months, and as yours kicks off into animation where you're not really that hands on. I will need your help sometimes.
Yeah, 100.
Load and shit like that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so that's
always a phone call away, buddy.
I appreciate that. And then hopefully Fetty's at the end of the year as well.
Yeah,
so.
Cool.
Alrighty, Austin. So our last segment of this podcast is the dependent variable. And it's called the dependent variable because just like in a science experiment, the dependent variable is the variable that changes, and this topic changes every week. Austin, what is our quick little topic that we're going to wrap up this podcast with today?
So we did it a couple weeks ago. I say that. Months ago, actually.
Yeah.
We did the Marvel vs. DC debate.
We did, yeah.
But today we're doing a redux of it because I look at it now and conversations I've had with you boys, a couple of people at work, and my girlfriend, we have spoken about, has Marvel fallen off?
Yeah.
And could this redux of DC be the saving of the superhero movie genre? And the reason why I say that is because growing up, Marvel was my escape. That was my that was my light at the end of the tunnel. That was the thing that was just an escape, and that's the thing I loved. And I grew infatuated with it because I didn't know much about it, and then I was learning stuff, did the research and everything like that, and it was just exciting when I didn't know much. But now I just think they're a bit full of themselves. They're just they know they're a juggernaut, and I just think that the stuff they're putting out, they're just doing quantity over quality. And I was like, okay.
It's just no quality anymore, man.
In terms of everything they've put out recently, bar a few I've just despised.
Did you see the reactions for Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I haven't because I'm avoiding everything, so don't say anything.
I'm not going to say anything, man.
I'm going into Ant-Man tomorrow with my expectations through the floor.
Same,
I don't
bro.
really have high hopes. And the thing is, it's going to be the thing for me if I'll always watch their stuff.
Me too,
but
it just
there's not that hype.
It's hard to get excited.
Exactly. With all the old projects like the Infinity Saga, I was excited for every single thing that came out. Now I'm kind of just I don't really care.
They fucked it with Disney Plus.
Yeah. Everything, I remember being excited for the series that they were putting out. So WandaVision came out and I was like, it's good, but just something's missing. And then the next, I'm pretty sure it's Falcon Winter Soldier. I was like, okay, but something's missing.
And none of them have been
Loki was great. Loki was great.
It still felt like something was missing though.
And we haven't touched on the event that hopefully this movie will touch on. But then everything else, I'm playing a waiting game. And again, I say quantity over quality. And so the thing is, I'm kind of losing my faith in Marvel and just not getting as excited as I used to, because now that DC has done a redux, and I've always been Marvel over DC to a degree, I know nothing about DC. So the fact that for example, the Flash trailer that came out, that was awesome. I watched it because I don't know what any of it means. So I'm going what's this? What's that? What's that? So I'm going in with
Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's do it.
The Flash trailer, fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, yeah.
It had no right to be that good. And especially with everything that's going on with that movie. It's been in fucking production hell. Everything that's happening with Ezra Miller, we don't need to talk about that. But it was just so refreshing to see, man. And Keaton's back as Batman, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, chills.
The thing is I watched that trailer because I don't normally watch trailers. So I was like, all right, I know nothing about it. Let's just watch it. And then I saw how good it looks. I'm like, all right, cool.
You've seen,
the thing, the story it could be telling me in the trailer, I don't know what it means. So I'm going in kind of cold turkey.
Do you know the Flashpoint paradox? Do you know what that is?
Isn't that the reset of everything?
So it's a comic book storyline that they've adapted on the TV show, and it's one of the biggest, most famous comic book overall stories of all time. The Flash goes back to save his mother, but then if you fuck with the past, you fuck with the future.
Yeah,
goes back, everything's different, tries to change it again, and everything's fucked up, right?
Yeah, right.
And the thing about this movie, so it's hard to get excited, especially for movies such as Shazam and the new Aquaman come out.
Shazam looks dog shit.
Yeah, I know it does, but it's also like is redundant now because we know this the universe is going to get reset.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing about this Flash film, it's equally as important to watch because this is the film that's resetting everything.
Yeah.
So by the end of this movie, we will be in the new DC universe.
Well, that's the main thing. So the reset, I'm excited for because obviously DC's been a mess up until James Gunn's come on to correct the ship.
Yeah.
And the thing is like I said twice now that I don't know anything about DC as a whole. I'm just keen to get enthralled with a new story and hopefully it follows a coherent
new continuity.
Story. Yeah. So the thing is, and then like I'm hoping to have that superhero spark
reignited.
Exactly. That was about, you took the words out of my mouth, but like I'm literally hoping to have that. And like I feel like, and like the thing is I don't want to get my hopes up in case it's not, but like I'm hoping that this gets me that excitement back for superheroes and I get obsessed with it again and I get like that Marvel feeling that I had with all the old films, like because superhero movies are always going to be a part of my life. Like I said, I'm going to continue to watch Marvel, but like, I just want something to reignite that spark, and I hope this refresh does that.
It will. It's new storytelling, and bro, if Guardians are anything to go off, James Gunn will bring the emotion, the laughter, the making some of these characters that we know nothing about household names,
exactly,
like the commando creatures or commando crawls. I don't know, fucking what.
Like that video I watched the other day of the Slate, and they're doing I don't know these characters. Like I don't know,
right?
I don't know. So
it's Booster Gold. Do you know who Booster Gold? Oh, bro, he's a cult. Like, they've been wanting to make a Booster Gold thing for ages. But even the Green Lantern series, like it's like they pitched it as what fucking True Detective in space. Like fuck yeah, count me in.
Yeah, 100%.
Like insane. Out of the whole slate, what are you most excited for?
So I can't remember the characters now.
Batman Brave and the Bold, Superman Legacy, Green Lanterns, the Game of Thrones kind of Themyscira.
I'm just keen to see it. Really, just kind of get lost in a story again.
Of course, man. And like,
and I'd like just please do this. Please link.
That's what they're doing, and that's what they're concentrating on. They're linking games, animation, and in real life. Because the people that voice the animation are going to come into real life.
Because I feel like what worked for Marvel so well, and this is what, and like I could be totally wrong in saying this, but I feel like if I was at the head and I was doing a structure, I would want everything to link because that's what people get on board with. That's what they love. They love a
they love a commitment.
Exactly
as well,
right.
bro.
So then the thing is, the reason why the Infinity Saga worked so well, in my opinion, was because it was coherent since Iron Man all the way up to Endgame.
100%.
And then now I want another story from DC that I can follow and like it all has a massive climax
leading up,
because now I just feel like Marvel's just putting stuff out, just
for sure,
doing this, doing that, and DC, please take me on a journey.
Exactly.
I really want to do this again.
And the thing with James Gunn as well is like, you'll get those connections and it will lead up to a climax, but James Gunn can tell a story that's individual as well.
Exactly.
And I think that's something that Marvel doesn't do too well, because I think with all these TV shows, they're not telling a start-finish story. They're telling a story that starts, which leaves it open for another thing. And I think that's the rabbit hole that Marvel have gone down, is they've reached this point where now they're only telling stories with open-ended like endings or stories which only work with cameos. They're not telling stories that have a finish, and
we just kind of exist with the characters.
We exist with them, man, and it's like it's so fucking exhausting. And having essential viewing as well, like having to watch this, like for example, I saw fucking Captain Marvel will be essential viewing for the new Secret Invasion story coming up, and it's like, don't fucking do that. Be able to tell your own story, and like you don't have to rely on this, that, and the other. Like, I don't know. I'm super excited for this new DC slate,
and that's the thing. I know that you're more DC because you grew up with that.
It's not even that. Like, I love them both equally as much as I grew up with DC. So the thing that I'm excited for, it's not that I prefer one or the other. It's now the things that I've grown up with are getting done justice.
Yeah.
Justice.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see what they do with it. And James Gunn, man, I wouldn't fucking trust anybody else as much as I do with James Gunn in the position that he's in.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to like I said, like Batman Brave and the Bold. They're introducing Damian Wayne, who's my favorite Robin.
Well, that's something I'm excited
he's
for.
the little assassin kid that you see in all these animated movies, a smart ass. And
do you know what I'm most excited for?
What?
And you know me when it comes to films.
Yeah.
Is when it's dark, violent, and you know my action sequences.
For sure, man.
So I'm hoping that there's at least a couple of DC projects
For sure.
that have that to a degree, because I've always said that DC is dark. Let it be dark.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm hoping that some of those notes hit as well.
Well,
but I'm keen to just see the new world.
I think the things that might like go with you the best is definitely the Paradise Lost, which is this TV show coming out about Themyscira, where Wonder Woman's from, right? But before Wonder Woman's time, it's kind of like a Game of Thrones thing, and that's based on Themyscira, like the world of Themyscira, like the land of the Amazon women and the warriors and stuff. I think that's going to be fucking incredible. I think Batman Brave and the Bold you will really connect with as well. Like that's a famous like storyline as well, and if it's going off the animated like TV show as well, that's going to be nice and dark and stuff. You got Swamp Thing, which will be like this horror kind of genre, like you're getting a mix of all these genres, and you got Booster Gold, who's at the other side of the genre spectrum, like comedy and stuff like that. And then you got Green Lantern, which is like a space detective drama thing, and then Superman, which is like another genre in itself. Like it's really exciting. I have a question. I think we're going to end the podcast on this question. Like you answer and I answer. If there was one director that you would want to direct any of these films or TV shows, or you want to see a director come in, or you want to see a specific actor, give me a DC character, give me a director, and give me an actor.
Okay.
From your knowledge of DC characters.
That's a tough one.
And this can include Elseworld projects, which are the projects that are not in the DC slate, like Joker, Robert Pattinson's Batman, or like any of these coming out.
Okay. That's a bit of a tough one, because I don't really know DC.
Mm-hmm.
So then with that comes into play like themes, directors, and actors, because there's obviously like a couple you want to see at the helm. And like one thing that excites me is, like James Gunn has said, we're trying to look for a project that Ben Affleck can be at the helm of.
I fucking hope he's at the helm of Batman Brave and the Bold.
So that's the thing. Like if I was to go with one just because of my little knowledge, it'd probably be Batman to direct a character he's played.
Ooh, Ben Affleck, director of Brave and the Bold. Yeah,
you know what I mean? And to hit. The thing is that they just need to hit themes.
Who would you have play Batman?
Who would I have play Batman? I feel like we need to separate Affleck. So Affleck just direct it. Actor for Batman.
I got a couple in mind, but I'll let you do.
The one name that's coming out to me at the moment that I feel like could match it. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Ooh, okay. I don't think you have a lot of time, especially if it's going to be the next James Bond.
Yeah, that's the thing, is there's that.
I got a couple for you. You tell me what you think about this.
Yeah, please.
One person
I'm
that I had off the top of my head, Jensen Ackles. Yeah.
Ooh, good.
He's
good.
voiced Batman a lot of the times.
Oh, good bet. Good.
He'll be good because they're looking for like a younger kind of Batman. You could go Jake Gyllenhaal. Imagine that. Jake Gyllenhaal is Batman, fucking Affleck directing. Damian Wayne get fucking, I don't know, Timothy Chalamet or something.
Yeah, far out. Like who? I'm just like, I'm having I'm stumped.
And like in that Brave and Bold, you'll have probably Jason Todd is probably dead by the Joker because that's what happens in the comics. You have Nightwing somewhere in there, Batgirl, because they said they'll introduce the Bat family. You can have Nicholas Hoult as Batman.
Yeah.
John Hamm if you want to go for an older kind of Batman. Bradley Cooper, no, I don't like that one. But my pick would probably be Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, very good pick. Very good. Yeah.
Well, how about you? I asked you the question. So, Affleck to direct Batman Brave and the Bold, and Jensen Ackles. Who would you go?
Yeah.
Come on.
Just think of actors. Just one. Just a young person coming up.
Would you go Gyllenhaal?
Ooh, what's fucking Hangman's name from Top Gun?
Oh, Glenn Powell.
That guy.
See, if you were to ask me the exact same question, I was actually going to say that. I was going to say, but Glenn Powell for Booster Gold.
Okay.
And he's been so. You probably don't know about Booster Gold, right? So he's a loser from the future that comes back in time using future technology to make himself a superhero in the past.
Right.
Just because they've got advanced technology in the past, comes back and he's like this cult classic. He works a lot with Blue Beetle. I don't know if you know who Blue Beetle is, but he's funny. He's like a douchey dickhead, funny character. I would say Booster Gold. They're doing a TV series, but Booster Gold with Glenn Powell. I think it's Glenn Powell, right? As Booster Gold.
Okay.
And he actually expressed interest in Booster Gold.
Ah, good.
Yeah, it is Glenn Powell.
Good.
Because he kind of gets typecast as that kind of dickhead kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I reckon my pick would be Affleck directing, Powell as Batman, although like he's expressed interest in Booster, but like just my no knowledge of it, like that'd be my pick.
It kind of looks like Booster. So I would go Glenn Powell as Booster Gold.
Yep.
Director? Ooh, fuck. Director's a hard one. For Booster Gold as well, you want comedy, but you want a good director as well. I would go... let me search up some directors. For Booster Gold, it's a TV series, so you would have to maybe direct a couple episodes, some show...
I'd love a fucking Gareth Evans on DC.
You know what? Booster Gold... fuck, this is a hard one because directors only. Fuck it, Ryan Johnson.
Nice.
I don't know. Ryan Johnson does his own little thing, but I feel like Ryan Johnson's comedy matches Booster Gold, and just the camera movements and shit that he does. His staging is very Booster Gold like.
Nice.
Fuck it, Ryan Johnson show running Booster Gold with Glenn Powell as Booster Gold.
Very nice. Very nice.
There you go.
Well, then I think that just about wraps it up. But I'll let's put the question out to the listeners.
Yeah.
Send us in. Who do you think? And send it to us on Instagram, and we'll feature it on next week's episode and get that discussion going. Yeah. But let us know your thoughts on DC versus Marvel
What
debate.
about Scott Adkins as like actor or director of Batman or anything like that? Maybe stunt coordinator.
Gareth Evans and Scott Adkins together is my dream. Anyway.
Is Gareth Evans, did he do Rogue One? No, that's Gareth Davis.
Yeah. Gareth Evans did both the Raid films and Gangs of London. But anyway, putting it out to you guys, let us know your thoughts on the new Marvel versus DC debate, and if you're keen for what's coming. Yep. Yes. And we will talk and feature it on next week's episode. So,
guys.
With that being said,
what are we going to do?
We're going to tie a bow. But before we do that, as the bow's been tied, Josh,
they want to know where to find us.
Exactly right.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to watch and listen to this podcast, you're probably listening on one of these platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube for the pre-production meeting in full. You want us on TikTok, Instagram, get a little clips, little teasers for upcoming episodes, the Pre-Prod Pod at the Pre-Prod Pod. And we're the one and only true pre-production podcast. Nobody else, no matter how many followers they have. This is the original. Just have a look at the date we started.
It was done before that
person. So, alrighty. That's it.
So, and now the little bow tie has been tied together.
Yes.
So with that, we're going to place it on this episode and get out of here.
We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.